Hello guys, my name is Quentin for Quentin Speaker on the best of the channel, and in this video we're gonna do the cross comparison between the toogo-l Flip 6 and toogo-l. So which one just sounds better? Let's find out who it is. But first let's talk about the specs. So the toogo-l Flip 6 have 30 watts of power that comes from one movers and one tweeters. And will have two passive radiators on the side, same with the toogo-l Flip 5, but except for 20 watts of MS of powers. And same watts as one toogo-l. And it will have 12 hours of playtime. We can see it that has USB-C for charging time. And look at the straps over here. Nice straps. They will have power button, the button Bluetooth, whoever can connect with the other devices. And with the devices, with my own devices of my phone, like PC, like phone, or others. Then next, they will have the power boost button, but the Flip System 3 SE have only our gas button with the same as toogo-l Go 4. Yep. But this one have only power boost instead of our gas. The button minus, the button plus for volumes, the button play and pause, press one time to play a song or pause the songs, press two times for the next songs, and press three times for the previous songs. Yep. And now, the toogo-l. The toogo-l have 20 watts of power that comes from two woofers and one passive radiator on the back. You can see that we have 9 modes of the light shows, the button plus, the button minus, the button play and pause. Press 2 times on the minus, you switch to the previous songs, or press plus for the next songs, and this will have power button on it. And so yep, they will have 11 hours of playtime. And as you can tell on the back, on the bottom we have this. They will have micro SD, the aux jack with the USB-C for charging time. And as you can tell, we see the stabilities here. We can place on the sides or horizontal. Yep. And which one will start first? Let's find out. Sorry about that. So yeah, there we go. So anyways, let's start the comparison test. I want to see. Let's start with the toogo-l first, then the toogo-l Flip 6. There we go. Let's see. Do the first comparison test.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror where it appears no friend to me. It's not working out, baby, it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything.
Wow, that was the last comparison test. Now this is it. The toogo-l has the loudest volume, but let's check the toogo-l Flip 6 right now. Alright, now which one is louder? And let's find out for the sound test. And next what we're gonna do is the bass test. That are also great. Do the big shot speaker word and music about that. Alright, let's get into it. Don't
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything.
Wow, that was the nice and loudest one that I ever done. So the KPO Flip 6 won because of the bass. But the ryght toogo-l have the loudest ones, but have a little bit of bass. But just like the KPO Flip 5 as well, yep. That we can see up there. But now what we're gonna do is just to do the bass test. Alright, let's gonna start with the KPO Flip 6. Now I just set the bass test to as mid speaker mode. So anyways, let's get into it. Let's start now. We can hear the KPO maximum sound, maximum level of sounds. Anyways, let's get wait for the drop now. And up next is the ryght toogo-l. The bass is kind of powerful. Whoa, the bass is kind of insane. So anyways, yep. The KPO Flip 6 have more bass. The bass is kind of insane. Maybe at 65, between 55 to 60 hertz. And now let's get set to the ryght toogo-l now. There it goes. Let's wait until the bass drop. And the bass drop is now gonna stop. There we go. You can see the passive filters right there. The bass is kind of shaking right now. The bass is kind of a little powerful than the sound. So anyways, yep. The ryght toogo-l have more bass, but the sound quality is not better than the KPO. But the KPO is the best. Now let's talk about the hertz or the bass test with the subwoofer on the test. But anyway, so yep. Let's start with the ryght toogo-l. bass is kinda shaking right now. This is where the 40 Hz comes from. Sorry, Whistle, yep. The right toogo-l is kind of making the bass. Sorry, West, yep. Now let's just restarted it. Now to the GPO flip 6. $65 this got a bass. 60 Hz too. 55 and 50. So the GPO flip 6 is better, but with 50 Hz, but the bass starts with 55 Hz, but with 50 Hz he started to struggle to make a bass. So yep, so that was it for the day, guys. At the sound test, we can see the GPO flip 6 have the loudest one, but right toogo-l does the loudest one. So the right toogo-l one's the loudest. So the bass test, we can see that the sound quality is the same as the GPO Go series, but except for the right toogo-l. But now with the GPO flip 6, with the passive radius, it sounds better. GPO flip 6. And last but not least, 100 Hz to 5 Hz. We can see that the right toogo-l have little more bass, but the GPO flip 6 at 100 Hz to 5 Hz, but 100 Hz to 50 Hz, but it has more bass on it. But for the 45 to 5 Hz, but this one have the loudest one. But this one, that doesn't count as a bass test, but we can see other woofers have more bass on it. So yep. So the GPO flip 6 won this one. So the GPO flip 6 sounds better. I get different that tell you that the GPO flip 6 sounds better than the right toogo-l. Yep. Now let's jump down anyways. Now the GPO flip 6. So anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. So anyways, see you on the next video. Cheers!